welcome to the first episode of Graph Help, where I'm gonna be helping people do graph. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is the first person. It says, "I started today. I'm trying to get better. Any tips on how I can improve?" Well, yeah, there's a few. Let's zoom in real quick. All right, all right. So basically, it just looks like you just did some shit with a highlighter. It looks all right. Like your letters are there, but you kind of gotta like uh, squeeze them together a little bit, and I could kind of see the direction of your drop shadow. Um, but let's see what we could do to make it better, I guess. So I'm gonna try to go like with the same kind of flow that you're going with. So let's do this pink, right? The the letters they're not my flow, but it could work. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say this is the direction of probably where your drop shadow was probably gonna go. Now another key trick, you always when you do your drop shadow, think of it like you have a point, like a center point where you could kind of like follow where your shadows might want to go. So right now I'm just kind of going this direction, and then when I go over here I'll probably go this direction. So I'm probably meeting up at a point that's probably a little more below. Um, but yeah, so basically you would try to keep all your distance from the letter about the same. So this will be about the same. This will be about the same, and then it will go like this. Boom, boom, boom. But let's focus on the next letter and how to bring your Y closer. And a little more playful, you know. Then your N, you could bring it closer and just kind of like you're kind of like gonna do like a little tilt to it. And then probably do the same thing with your E. Well, all in all, if this is like your first day, kind of like doing a graph, um, yeah, it's not that bad. I would probably not do 3Ds going like this. Um, you can, but when you're doing like letters like this, I would do more of a drop shadow where you would kind of like uh, think of your letter kind of like sitting behind the other letter. I would, being that you're a new artist, I would not focus more on 3D. I would focus more on doing drop shadow to just make your shit, you know, stand out a lot more, you know? So let's bring down your opacity of what you did. Now we'll focus on what the fuck I was doing. Boom, boom. Like I'm not gonna give you like a whole new style, bro. I'm just gonna just basically let you kind of understand what you kind of need to go do going forward, and you know, just to make yourself better. Now, say this is your outline. Now, I'm gonna remove whatever the fuck this was. Hold on. Remove this. So now this is your basic outline. Say if you wanted to fill it in, usually if you did pink, I would I would do light and then dark inside. So your filling should have been dark. You get what I mean? But in this case, I kind of wanted to show you, so we kind of like skipped a step. But obviously, you would fill in. Um, let's see, let's duplicate so I can just cheat real quick. And then let's say work on your fill. Like my sound effects. Alright, boom. Now, once you get to like this point, what you would want to do, especially like if you're bombing or you're doing like a spot, you would want to do it's called a triple outline, or some people call it a force field, or it's just your third outline. So basically, your outline would have been first, you would have filled it in, then you would have did your pink, which would have been your second outline, and then your third outline would be pretty much like your border. You know what I mean? So a triple outline is just pretty much a border or a force field or whatever fucking motherfuckers want to call it. There's like a lot of names for a border. You know what I mean? So you're gonna border your shit. And then you kind of got to think about like what you kind of want to do. So like I seen like on your first sketch, you just kind of like scribbled everywhere. Don't do that shit. That's what makes your shit look, you know, corny. The best thing you want to do is kind of like you want to make your letters be like as solid or, you know, as good as possible. So say let's do some little like, I don't even know what the fuck you call these things. What do you call these things? Let me know in the comments what you guys call these things. They're just like little circles that kind of like bubble out, like bubbles. Bloop, bloop, you know what I mean? But yeah. And then if you want, you can add a little bong bong, and then now your style kind of like flows real nice now. You know what I'm saying? So bang, compared to what you had before. What happened? Hold on. Let me look at what the chat's talking about. Drawing blah not that good. Da 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 da. Should I buy what? An iPad for drawing? Yeah, get an iPad. Why not? You know what I mean? All right. So that concludes first one. Peace.